Greetings, voice enthusiasts. I'm John Nicholas Peters, the vocal technician. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. This is part 3 of my 3-part video series regarding the subject of breath support and vibrato. Please watch the videos in order. By the way, there's an inordinate number of views on the addendum, which is sort of just a little footnote. I don't know why, but especially in order to understand this video, watch the first one, watch part 1 and part 2, and you will get a clearer understanding of what I'm talking about in this particular one. I wanted to cover the subject of what I call internalized breathing. It's just a term I made up because there was no other term for it. This is an attribute which is prevalent among all great singers, whether they are opera singers or pop singers. I first came to observe this long ago, maybe in the early 80s. I had the opportunity to see the great American Bass Samuel Ramey doing Don Giovanni. And I was sitting close to the stage so I could see what he was doing. And he was wearing this fairly tight costume. And I'm observing, and he's singing the serenade. He's singing these long phrases. And I'm like, where is this guy getting his air? Because when he would breathe, you wouldn't see a lot of movement. As a matter of fact, you couldn't see anything moving. And yet he obviously had a lot of air. There was a lot of air going in because he was singing these long phrases. And that sort of turned on a light. Because after that, I started observing that this was an attribute of great singers, whether they're opera singers or pop singers, that when they perform, you don't see a lot of movement. You don't see a lot of expansion or contraction of the body. The reason that this process of internalized breathing is so prevalent and important among great singers, there's a number of reasons. First of all, because it keeps the thoracic diaphragm continuously in contact with the pelvic perineal diaphragm, thereby achieving continuous pelvic laryngeal fusion, a process which I explained in the first video. It's an unfortunate fact that you have to breathe. You have to breathe anyway, but I mean, you have to breathe when you sing. So it's really, really important that the breaths are as unobtrusive to the flow of the musical line and the flow of the vocal line. The breaths shouldn't be distracting. They shouldn't interrupt the flow. Also, they shouldn't be visually distracting to a singer's presentation. One of the best singing lessons that one can get is the very rare opportunity to observe a great singer singing without a shirt on. And lo and behold, Sam Ramey used to perform without a shirt on, I guess quite a lot. He was a good-looking guy, I guess, so he could pull it off. It's a very, very rare opportunity to be able to observe exactly how a great singer breathes, or apparently doesn't even breathe, because you can hardly see anything moving when they're singing without a shirt on. So lo and behold, here's a video of Sam Ramey singing the role of Mephistopheles. Observe, don't listen. Well, obviously it's kind of hard to not listen to a great voice like that, but observe the fact that hardly anything moves when he breathes, despite the fact that he's singing these long phrases. So let's check it out. Okay, so here we go. Amazing. Okay, so did you notice how he sang that whole phrase in a single breath? A lot of basses take a breath halfway through that phrase, and yet at the beginning of the phrase, he just began to sing as if he didn't need to breathe. There was no expansion of the body at all. Extraordinary. And then again, he begins to sing as if he's doing nothing. There's no preparation. You don't see, there was no movement of the body. There was no expansion. But obviously he's getting a lot of air in there. A little bit of expansion there. And again, before that last sustained note, no movement whatsoever. Okay, let's skip ahead a little bit. Now watch this. Okay, here, look. Okay, now do you see there, he's laughing, ha 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 ha. He's not actually singing, he's creating a vocal effect. So there, you do see a little bit of expansion of the upper torso before every ha ha. Okay, for the big finish, now watch this. Okay, a little more expansion there. Pretty amazing, eh? God, what a voice. So there you have it, a free singing lesson from the great Sam Ramey. Your assignment is observe the great singers singing live, not in music videos, but singing live. Listen to singers of all types, observe singers of all genres, great singers, okay? And you will notice that this process of internalized breathing is very, very prevalent among all great singers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.